Bafetu, once again, I'm a farmer. We are outside and we are playing with other children. Hey. Let me explain something. When Dorah, the lady who I'm going to be talking to now, sent me maps, I thought, Muto, aye. Urisa Jukulyn. Ko Jukulyn. For those of you who know what Jukulyn is, you know, hey, they are bored. And as we drove, I thought, man, there must be a mistake here, man. But here we are. We are here safely and we are happy to be here. So I'm going to be talking to Dorah, but you know what? Let her do all the talking. Dorah, thanks for joining us here at I'm a Farmer.
Thank you very much. My name is Dorah Mathebe. I'm a farmer at Jukulyn. I'm doing tomatoes, cabbages, cucumbers, and peppers. When I rotate with the spinach and other leafy vegetables.
Why are you called Jukulyn? Remote Jukulyn.
Because you say so. And there's nothing wrong with farming in Jukulyn.
We're going to talk about that right now.
I'm here, you can see.
I can see that. And your operation is actually pretty impressive.
Yes.
So Dorah, let's start. Tell me about your farming journey. When did it start and how did you become a farmer?
Let me say, honestly, it was prophesied. I was a teacher. I worked at Padisaho Primary School, although I didn't work for that long because I chose a wrong career actually. Then I started selling vegetables, buying them from, there was a school in the other side of Rooiwal, Bathopele, and it was sponsored by AFGRI. There was a guy who was working there, and every time when I go and buy stock, he would go like, please, you must look for a farm. You have to start your own thing. Then one day he said, no, you are not serious. I'm not going to sell the stock for you. Go and look for a farm. That's when I said, okay, this is something that I have to do. I went to the city of Tshwane. Then I applied for a land. Then they gave me 1 hectare when I started. I started on a hectare. I proved myself until I ended up having the whole agri park.
So is this the same place that you started with or was that in a different place?
No, this is where I started, Soshanguve agri park.
So what was the first thing that you started farming?
I started with spinach.
La serata spinach, ne? Spinach.
Yeah, I started with spinach. Look, I did not know anything about spinach. One of my extension officers, sometimes she will go like, look, when you came here not knowing what is a spacing in between the crops, I did not know anything. So everything that I did, I learned by doing.
So now let's talk about this operation. Tell me what you grow here.
I grow cabbage, tomato, pepper, spinach, cucumbers, reb, mochina, lettuce, spring onions. So
now I'm interested in the tomatoes. Okay, so first of all, let's just get into it. Why did you choose tomatoes? Because we all know that tomatoes are not exactly easy to grow and they need a lot of water and blah, blah, blah. So why tomatoes?
I was just experimenting everything, all the vegetables. I remember when I started with the tomatoes, one guy said, "Tamati tlo wisa wena, o tlo ya high." And I do have that experience. The first year I did my tomatoes, I did not even sell 1 tomato. There's a guy, I call him a guy, this pest called Tutor Absolute. That one will kill you within a month. So I did not know it. I did not do my spraying programs properly. I was learning, and then it killed everything. Then the following year, I tried to put the spray programs and everything. Then I got around 50%. Then for me, it was 100%. The following year, I went on, and then it was around 80%. Then for me, it was a perfect crop for me. And now I do it perfect.
Tutor Absolute being a pest, right? Yes. Being a pest. So tell me a little bit about that. How did you manage to, how should I put it? How did you manage to get rid of it? Because you can't get rid of that thing easily.
You can't get rid of it. From the day you are planting, you need to prepare your spraying programs. You need to prepare your fertilizer programs. You need to scout. Every morning. With the tomatoes, we do our scouting every morning. Otherwise, you will lose it.
So what cultivar of tomatoes are you growing and why?
I'm doing *9007, *001, 9001. The 9001 is the one that I put outside, and the 9037 is the one that I put inside the tunnels, is the indeterminate one. It's growing tall. Then we tied it inside the tunnels. Then the 9001, I put it on the open field. Rotating it with the other one from Hygrotech is Degas. Those are the tomatoes that I do.
So before you started planting tomatoes, take me through the process first, Jorge. What was the first thing you did?
When planting the tomatoes, we have to dig the holes. Then we put the manure, the cow manure. We put 3-2-3 or 2-3-4. Then we close it. Put water for them to dissolve. Then after a week or two, then we come and plant.
Who are you selling to? Because you are competing with big boys out there, Baditamati. You know, your ZZ2s and all that. So who are you selling to?
You are looking at ZZ1 when we talk about tomatoes. ZZ2, we did ZZ1. Then he took his position as ZZ2. Okay, ZZ1 when we come to tomatoes. I'm supplying
Okay.
Pick and Pay, I'm supplying Bospa, Big Safe. My biggest client, Mo Mabopane and Hamanskral, ke Big Safe. They buy all my stock.
ZZ1, eh?
Yes.
What's a bit?
Yeah, bo.
I just want to say that. I didn't say it, she did. Tommy said so, say ni ethni. Okay?
Yeah, and the rest goes to Tshwane Market and Joburg Market. Not forgetting the street vendors. Those are my best customers. They come here to buy, others we deliver for them.
No, apart from your tutor absoluta, what other challenges do you face, Karitamati?
Kemedi. I'm in Soshanguve. In most of the time, I'm in a position where I can't pump water. They are stealing the cables. One day you wake up, they even steal the transformer. When you wake up, there's no transformer. It takes time for the city to come and fix the transformer for you. Sometimes when they steal the cable, you don't have money to replace it immediately. So it becomes a challenge. Water, it's depending on the electricity. I don't have any source of water except the boreholes. So that is the most biggest challenge that I have.
And like now that we are in the challenges space, in fact, I'll be honest with you, I was very nervous when I came in here. I thought, how are you going to conduct business here? Umoka asim for to like smack bang in the hood, in the middle of the hood. So, number one. Number two, I just want to know, like, you are next to a dumping arm, doesn't it affect your soil and your crops?
So far, it's not. The dumping site doesn't get to this site.
So the thing is, so tell me about how you addressing this crime challenge.
It's a difficult one. It's a very difficult one. There's nothing you can do, more especially when they come at night, you are not there. And even people who are there, safety comes first. And these guys, you don't know whether they come armed or what. Even if it's in the dark, you see where we are staying here. Sometimes we stay for a week or two, even 3 weeks without electricity. So you cannot take a risk with your life. It's a very serious challenge. So far, I can't say I have a resolution for it, a solution for it. I don't have.
And in terms of safety, I mean, some of your customers, I don't think they're going to come in here. So how do you take product to them?
I have to drive and make the deliveries.
But that's an extra cost.
Yes. Because if somebody's saying, give me 100 boxes, then when you send location, he said like, hey, no, I can't come there. You have to deliver. It's a very serious one. We had an incident where one of the employees was chased by a quantum. Then we even had to change the route that we are using. So even the workers are not safe when they go around here. So they have to go in groups.
Anyway, let's get back to the operation. So we are here in your cabbage field. So let's talk about these cabbages. What cultivar are they and also why?
I do Megaton because my clients need the bigger cabbage. I don't do the medium ones. So with the Megaton, I can get the size that I want for the client.
And now let's talk about some of the challenges you grow? Because I know for a fact, you just told me water is a problem. Cabbage needs water. So how do you get past that problem now?
Look, when there's no water, there's nothing I can do. I tried buying water from these guys with the tanks. It becomes very much expensive. So when there's no water, you just ask Father God. But sometimes it's winter, there's nothing I can do at all.
And obviously that does affect your business.
Yes, very much so. I lost 10 tunnels of tomatoes. These tomatoes were supposed to be harvesting till now, but all of them...
Wait, 10 actual tunnels,
Yes.
not 10 boxes, like 10
No,
tunnels.
10 tunnels. 10,000 plants of tomatoes.
Ew.
Before we planted this cabbage, we lost 15,000 heads of pumpkins
Because of lack of water.
because of lack of water.
I'm still in shock about the 10 tunnels because that's literally your entire business, bro.
Yes. And it takes, I always tell people, it takes somebody on a little bit for to be a farmer. Because after losing that, how do you start afresh? That is why in most cases, we are really in a situation where farmer is a kono happen.
Yeah, and speaking of like the farmers that are struggling, do you feel that there's enough systems out there? I'm talking government and private sector that are assisting people like you.
Look, with the farmers who can afford to start, it's better. But my problem becomes when we say somebody must start. Believe it or not, I'm sitting with about 15 farmers who wants to start, and they are saying, Dorah, I don't even have money to hire a tractor. How do I help them? Sometimes it becomes even more difficult for me to say, I will help farmers. It's very hard. I don't want to lie to you. There's a guy who came here looking for a job. But because of we can even sleep hungry, who's going to help us to start? Look, when I say I want to help somebody to start, I must be rich, eh? We are talking about debushing. We are talking about the pipes, the seedlings.
Soil testing.
Soil testing.
Yes.
Everything there needs money. So I wish there could be a way of saying there's a program that can start the new ones. I wish there could be that program.
Because the thing is, despite all the challenges you're having, now I'm impressed that you are pushing. You're here. Do you understand? You are here. You still wake up in the morning and still come here. I see there's a young lady here. Picture. So let's talk about some of the students that you take into your operation. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay. Previously, we had 24 students from SEF. Unfortunately, the program ifedile. It was a 9-month program. Then we are having the students at Soshanguve University. They come and do their training here. And then we are having the postgraduate ones, like my sister here, one of the graduates. So with the graduates, they do a different job because they are helping us with the record keepings, with putting the chemicals the correct way, the fertilizers, everything, yeah. So he's like my right hand.
My name is Itimeleng Moloto. I stay in Wanda Park, not very far from here. There is actually a lot that I've learned. You know, with school, there's the theory side of it. But when you get to the field and you're now doing it practically, there's a lot of steps that you miss. So Dorah has been a guide to me on a whole lot of processes that go into the production of all the crops that she plants here on the farm. So I would advise the youth to apply at the Department of Agriculture, attend trainings that take place in their communities, because the government tries so hard to bring these trainings to their communities, and most of the time the people that attend these trainings are our grannies, our parents. So I would advise the youth to please, if there's a youth program that the Department of Agriculture has brought to your community, go and attend those trainings. And also, if there's farms close to you, ask to volunteer at those farms. That way you can gain the experience, and when you think of starting your own, now you have the knowledge to start without having to struggle.
We in the hood, is there interest from other people, especially the youth, to come in here and see, hey man, let me see what's happening here? Is there the interest, or is just one of those things where Rafita taxi fella, we're like,
Some they do come. They will be coming here saying, I'm looking for a job. Sometimes I don't have at that point in time. So they will leave their CVs here. Like we have plenty of CVs here saying, sister, please, can I have something? So those are the ones that when I get something like safe, I call those ones and say, yay, there's an opportunity, and they do come.
Because that's one thing that I've seen a lot of. The youth are interested in agriculture. People can say, hey, the youth is interested in agriculture. But the problem is there's a lack of opportunities, bruh. Yeah,
and look, farming is expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even those that I say they must start, when they ask me, I can't answer. Yes, I've got 3 guys who have been here and they started their own project. Somewhere they had to come here and ask for the pipes that I'm not using. They take the pipes and go and start. Because I know if this guy does not have 800 rand to buy a pipe, who's gonna give? I share my pipes, I share my seeds, my seedlings, whatever that I can give them.
Yeah, no, Dorah, the thing is we actually need more people like you in the sector. And there are farmers out there who are doing a lot, but they can only do so much, like you said. Do you understand? And looking at where you are right now, I'm impressed actually. When you arrived here, like the challenges are before Oplanta, I get this place you got from the government.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about the state of the space when you got here. Who was here?
No, when I got here, it was like this because there were other farmers who were farming here.
Oh, right. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some left getting better farmers, bigger than these ones.
And then when our plans are working?
Future plans is to buy more and more and more farms. Create jobs for these kids. Start other farmers. Those who want to start, as long as you can have a land that is having water and electricity. Those are the basic ones. The rest of the things we will see. And
another key thing that we often overlook, food security. The more people come in the sector, the more food secure we are.
Yeah.
Stories like this, we need to show people out there.
And look, when you talk about food security, we already have a problem as of now. Somewhere in February, the tomato was selling at 265 rand a 6 kg box. A household where they are only depending on granny's pension. Are you saying they can afford that tomatoes? They can't. Now we don't have beetroot. It's been long there's no beetroot. You understand? There are people who are depending on beetroot with their low blood sicknesses and stuff. You understand? So it's very hard. And believe you in me, if we are not careful, more especially in the space of agriculture, we are going down the drain. 10 years down the line, it's going to be hard. That is why I'm saying I need those young people to get into farming, to start farming. Even if it's in their gardens, it's fine. But I can't afford to help them. Yeah. Like, look, I mostraten say one. Honal jarata say 6. Ne? Omo vela tamati, cabbage, spinach, beetroot. Then come Sunday, relata tamati ka mo, relata cabbage ka mo, we all share. It's not like one must plant tamati, mazamba, and cabbage. No, we can just plant. Then we exchange, like we used to do Komahaying. Yes. So unfortunately, with multiplication.
But that's the thing about Kasi. Like, I get a sense that it's one of those, magas bonele.
Yes.
And that mentality needs to stop because,
it has to. That's the reason why we will have Banaba Robeti Basaja. Because of mama bona bereke ahuna dijo ahuna selo, but they can't go to the next door and say re tlo kopa. You understand? I'm grateful to say there are those who will come here and say re kopa moroho, re kopa. You understand? So what about those that cannot?
Exactly. So we were lucky to deal with a very large private institution here at Amafama. And they are keen in getting young people in the agriculture sector, which is good. They're very keen. So what is your message to all those businesses and even the government in terms of ushering people into the sector?
Let's look for young ones and show them that agriculture can pay. But anyway, even myself, when I started, I was like, Mr. Elliot Zimba is saying I must start a farm. Like me, I'm a teacher, brah. What are you talking about? So those that are there, we need to show these guys, this thing can be profitable if you do it right.
Speaking of being a teacher, I got my nails. And I'm like, hey, I saw the my nails. And I'm like, you know what, especially the females, hey, society. By the way, nice nails. And I'm like, but can you actually saw more with those nails when? Hey.
When I'm planting spinach.
I see that.
Ne?
I see.
It goes like, ne? Then give yellow spinach. Kitty for a good look. Get a miracle.
It's a miracle, really.
Yes.
Well, I don't believe you, but it's fine. It's fine. Look, you all need to look beautiful and stuff, Maria.
Yes, and then this is what we are talking about, young ones. This lady is saying I must start this.
And looking like this.
Looking like this.
Yeah, look,
no,
that's
I
a
need
valid
to be
point.
presentable.
Yes. Okay, that's a valid point.
Yes.
Even he agrees. Even he agrees. You know?
Yes.
He agrees. Sorry,
Yeah.
my colleagues are also quite vocal.
Yeah.
So, and lastly from you, Dorah, lastly, what is your dream for the agricultural sector in Mzansi?
Is to help us to expand. You cannot get to a level of commercial with 10 hectares. We need more land. Like I'm saying to you, this farm is 8 hectares. You can see when I operate it, it gets full. I have time frame where I said, okay, if I can be able to operate here, by this time, this farm will be full. You understand? So we need more land and we need support. Believe you in me, we still need support even when we are 10 years. We still need support from the private sector. We still need support from the government. It's hard. It's difficult. Buying seeds, seedlings, fertilizers, it's very hard. And I would say thanks to the department because I was one of those that received the help. I wouldn't be here. Look, this is owned by the city of Tshwane. And they believed in me not even having anything from agriculture, but they said, okay, let's give it a chance. And this is where I am.
Dorah, you know what? I'm inspired. I'm really, truly am inspired. First of time, like I'm thinking, wow, you know, this is what determination is. This is what will and drive looks like. I mean, you could have easily said, no, this thing I span. You could have, what I like about you, you saw way more advantages than disadvantages. So thank you for that. Please keep on producing food for us. And thank you so much for joining us here at I'm a Farmer.
Okay, thank you very much.
And thank you guys for coming through. Hey, labana mo Jukulyn dance. Yansa mo Jukulyn.
Well, what's that?
Yeah, the no-go area. Guys, thank you so much for coming through to I'm a Farmer. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. And to all the young ones out there, Bafetu, please start. Even if you don't start farming particularly, look for an institution where you can learn about agriculture. Watch this show, because I can guarantee you're going to learn something. And also go to other farms, ask to help them so that you can learn. That's how you start. Anyways, Bafetu, my name is Tabi. It's been real.